And I'm here. Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing? It's me, Jaya from Hobby, and we are again live with the 14th episode from our Hobby Live series. And we are back this week with getting creative with amigurumis. And in case you can't see, there you go. You can see the title down there. I'm wearing this white little thing and it's a little hard to see the title with, but yes, hi. So let's see who's out here first, right? Oh my God, there's a lot of hellos in the chat. We have Baby G, hi there. We have Love to Craft, hello there. Magdamine, hi Fox, she's saying. Hello from the UK, from Florida, from the Canary Islands, from Spain. That's lovely. Then we have Kathy, hello from North Dakota. Annette Dabney from South Carolina. We have some French people, some Dutch people, and a lot of people from Australia. That's really, really nice. I heard that it's pretty hot in Australia right now. I had a friend just text me a message, catching up, and he told me, oh my God, there's going to be at least 38 degrees in Melbourne. That's Celsius, so that's pretty hot. What about Texas? Is Texas hot right now? Hi from Holland. Sonia is watching us from Portugal. Hi, Sonia. And yeah, there's a lot of people saying hello. Oh, Scotland says hello. Hello, Scotland. Well, it's really, really nice. I'm reading the chat down there. I think I should kind of make the chat a little bit so I just have it easier to read it. There we go. So are you guys pumped for today's episode? Everything about amigurumis, or at least what we can cover, right? Because we could spend ages talking about amigurumis. I could at least, because they are the most cutest little things ever, right? And there's so many types of amigurumis, so it's really, so I'm pumped up for today, right? Well, first of all, before I dig into the episode, I have a little giveaway for you guys prepared. So yes, clap your hands if you're happy for the giveaway. That's gonna pop up soon. And I read your comments and I listen to you guys, and I know that many of you cannot watch us at this time. We try our best to find a time that fits a lot of people so that more of you can join. So because a lot of you can't watch us because you're either working or you're either have something with your families, I decided to do obviously a second little giveaway. And I just need a cup of water. But by the way, there's water in here. I'm trying to like cool off with the coffee. So I have our usual giveaway, but I also have a second giveaway that I prepared. It's equally lovely. And I'm going to start with that. So this second giveaway, so not the live one, the second giveaway, what I'm going to do with it is that I am going to ask you guys to tell me what is your favorite Hobby yarn. And if you have not tried our yarns yet, what yarns would you like to try from Hobby? So leave a comment in the comment section below. It can also be in the chat right now, but it can also be left as a comment afterwards. Telling me what's your favorite Hobby yarn, or what kind of yarn would you like to try and why? Why do you like this yarn so much, or why do you want to try this yarn, right? And in about a week, I will pick a winner. So I'm gonna, find somebody in the chat, and I'm gonna pick a winner, and the winner will win this little sweet, adorable basket of yarn. And I included in here some lovely cotton. As you can see, we have a lot of different kinds of cottons. I included 2 skeins of Mohair Delight. If you have not tried this gorgeous Mohair Delight, it's like a fluffy little thing here. 50% acrylic, 50% mohair, so it's very fluffy. I included a skein of Twister in this gorgeous color right here. And as you see, the twisters, they're so cool because they have this easy start, and I absolutely love it. So there's this gorgeous skein of Twister in here, and a big boy here, a big boy Amigo Giga, because I think everybody should try this chunky yarn. It is so cool. You can make a really cool hat, and you can even follow one of our crocheted or one of our knit hat tutorials for it. Or so yeah. So this winner that I'm gonna pick in about a week is gonna win this basket of yarn. And for those of you who are watching us now live, I prepared a giveaway that is pretty cool as well. So I took in consideration what kind of yarns do people usually use when they make amigurumis. And so I included a lot of that yarn in the giveaway. It doesn't fit, so I tried to make it as compact as I could so I can show it all at once, but it doesn't really fit. So in order to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is write !amigurumi in the chat box, and our robot will register you as a participant. I actually have to go and make sure that I start the giveaway. There we go. Okay, so the giveaway is started, and this is how you participate. So you write amigurumi. Where am I? Here you go. You write !amigurumi, like you see here. There we go. And what you can win is, are you guys ready? Okay, I'm ready for this. I'm very pumped actually, because it's a pretty cool giveaway. So I included, like I said, it doesn't really fit in the basket I have. So I included this really, really pretty skeins of Amigo, just regular Amigo. It's a lovely color combination. You can make really cute amigurumis, I feel, with this color combo. And a part of these, where should I put them? I'm gonna put them here just so that they don't fall. God, I hope they don't fall. And a part of that, I'm gonna add 2 amigurumi books. And these are some cute amigurumi patterns in here. So there's gonna be unicorns, dragons, and there's also gonna be unicorns, dragons, and more fantasy amigurumis. They're really cute. There's part 1 and part 2, and you have a lot of different patterns for mermaids and unicorns and leprechauns and fairies, and the same in here. You can actually see in the back all the patterns that are included. I mean, look at that cute little Yoda. Do you guys see that cute little Yoda? I'm dying. It's so cute. And then also these ones. There we go. But not only that, so you get the Amigo, you get the 2 books, and of course, you're gonna get a whole basket of rainbow so that you have enough colors to make sure that you will find the matching colors for your gorgeous little figurines that you're gonna be doing. So, like I said, it's gonna be this included on top, and then we have 2 skeins of Amigo. Oh my God, this is dangerous. I'm doing Mission Impossible here. Wait, let me see. There we go. Do I have this? Do I have it? It's actually pretty heavy. There we go. And another one here. There we go. And another one here. There we go. And last but not least, the pink, which I love. So this is all you can win if you, one of it fell. All you can win if you participate today in today's live giveaway, right? I'm just gonna pick up the skein that fell on the floor because we do not want dust on it. No, no, no. I'm back. All right, so that's how you basically participate in today's giveaway. And I can see that a lot of you are already participating. That's super, super nice. Exciting. Very, very nice. How many of you have made amigurumis before? And how many of you are eager to learn? I really want to know. So if you've made amigurumis, please send me a lot of hearts. And if you haven't made amigurumis, please send me a lot of flowers. Why not? I want to see flowers. And yeah, I see here that Michelle says, oh, the patterns in the book look so cute. And they really, really, really are. Oh, a lot of you. Okay, so I see a lot of hearts, which, oh, and some flowers as well. And hearts and flowers and flowers and hearts. I love it. Super cute, guys. So I'm actually excited for today's episode because we have a special guest joining us a little bit later. I'm going to be putting on my headphones to talk to her. Obviously, you're going to hear her. It's one of my favorite amigurumi designers, and I think it's going to be a fun episode. She is a Portuguese designer, and it's going to be really, really fun. But should we get started? Should we get started and see what today's episode actually entitles? What we have prepared for you guys. All right, let me see. There we go. All right, so I don't know how many of you know where amigurumi comes from, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of amigurumis, and then we're actually going to check out the website because Hobbii has a lot of free amigurumi patterns, and they're super adorable. So we're just going to go and look through them and also see if people have made them or not. I'm going to also show you my favorite amigurumis, and I don't want to spoil it, but I have some amigurumis in the back that are patterns that are going to come up. So we're going to also look at those. They're kind of like a sneak peek. But yeah, so let's get a little bit into the history of amigurumis. So for those of you who do not know and have never heard of amigurumis, or maybe know about it but they don't know where they come from, amigurumi is the Japanese, let's call it yarn art of creating small little toys with knitting or with crochet. So it's both of them. It doesn't have to be specifically crochet. It can also be knitted. But a lot of people call amigurumis crocheted stuffed toys, because normally knitters, they like to call it knitted toys instead, right? So a lot of us think about amigurumi, we think about crochet straight away, but it can also be knitted. So these super cute stuffed yarn creatures made with crochet and knitting are called amigurumis, and they actually mean crocheted or knitted wrapping. So amigurumi, that's what it means. It means a crochet or a knit wrapping, or because nuigurumi means stuffed or sewn doll, something you sew together, right? So while the art of amigurumi, it's been in Japan for several decades, several centuries even, the craft actually first got introduced into the Western world, Europe and the US and so on, in about the beginning of the millennium. So about 2003, 2004, maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit later. But pretty much that's when it kind of became very popular here, and people are going insane with it, as you kind of really know, right? And yeah, one of the great things, like Tina just said in the comment box, is that they're great because you make them very fast. So they're a quick project. And you can also, make a whole collection out of them. And also, when you crochet amigurumi, it's pretty nice because then you can actually create toys for your children, for your nephews, nieces, for, kids in general, because they're really good, but also for adults, because, I love it. And I actually love crocheting amigurumis for my cats. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I love making little fishies for them with little tails, and they go crazy. They love playing with them. And then I spray them a little bit with some cat nip spray, and they just they go crazy. They absolutely love it. So actually, amigurumis for everybody, from kids to adults to pets. Everybody loves amigurumi, right? Because they're so cute. Michelle says yes for my grandson, and I can see that. All right, so back to the history. So knitting was kind of not introduced, but back in Japan in the 15th century or so, Japan had this period where they traded with the Dutch, actually. So that's actually how, they like to say that they brought knit with them to Europe. And this was very interesting when I read about it. It was actually the samurais who used to knit a lot, especially little, not little obviously, but kind of like these garments or these decorations for their katanas. That's like the samurai sword, right? So it's actually funny because that's pretty much when they brought the art of knitting to us and the art of crochet to us. Like I said, amigurumis were not that big up until 2003 when it absolutely exploded. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I've found so far about amigurumis online. And I think it's pretty interesting because you would think that everybody did amigurumis, right? You would think that, oh, it's always been here, right? Because people have made it for so long, but actually not really. And I remember back in 2000 and a little bit, every time you went on Etsy, Etsy was filled with amigurumis. I mean, do any of you guys sell your amigurumis? Do any of you make amigurumis that you actually sell on Etsy? Because I know a lot of people doing that, and it's actually pretty, it's a pretty decent little income. And if you like to sit down and kind of crochet to relax and then make a profit out of it, then good for you, business girl. So that is the history of amigurumi, and I actually want to jump straight into showing you guys. I'm already on the Wahoo website, and I want to show you guys some of the patterns that we have, which are absolutely adorable. And I don't know if you guys been on our website before, but it's pretty easy to navigate. So we have patterns here, and I'm just going to click on that, and that's going to open it, that's going to open a whole section of patterns. But if you want to dive a little bit more narrow, like, so you want to only see amigurumis, then in the side here, on the side of the website, you can see this category with a bunch of different options. So we're going to just click on amigurumi, and as you see here, we have 155 free patterns for amigurumi. So I'm just going to click on that, and it's going to pop up all the amigurumi patterns that we have on our website from different designers, and some of them are absolutely adorable. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there are different types of amigurumis. So you have the most common one, or the most famous amigurumi that you can actually find out there, is the kawaii amigurumi. So the kawaii amigurumi is usually figurines that do not look like real. They're not very realistic looking. But what they do have in common is this kawaii vibe to them. So this uber cute, very adorable feeling to them, and usually they have a little tiny little face with a smiley and maybe some blush. And this first pattern that we're looking at right now is donut. Who doesn't love donuts? And it is a pattern that's made by Jennifer Santos, which is the owner of Super Cute Designs. So like I said, the kawaii donut, the kawaii style, and you see here cupcake, and you see some cherries. The kawaii cupcake is the kawaii style is one of the. I'm so sorry. I see here that I have a little bit of an echo. Why did you guys stop? There we go. Okay, that should work fine now. So the kawaii style is the easiest, most simplistic way to make a pattern. Oh my god, the kawaii cherries, they're so cute. I just absolutely love these. Look at that little wink there. Cling cling. Very adorable. And then you also have some patterns that are a little bit more realistic, but not that much. Let me see if I can find one on our pattern on our website. Bam bam bibbidi boom. There's so many cute of them. I mean, even Dirk is not very kawaii because it has a more realistic shape. So Dirk the dragon, this little guy, is one of my favorite patterns. It's made by one of our designers, designers called Trine Müller. So she's, I think, Danish. And she just makes these super adorable, her Dirk the dragon and the cow, or actually the bull. It's so cute. We're gonna look at them very soon. So Dirk is a little bit more realistic, so it has more details. It's not as minimalistic as the kawaii style. And I mean, look at it. It's just adorable. Look at it peeking. Hello. And actually, the great thing is that I believe, oh, see, 14 galleries. So actually, a lot of people have made, if for those of you who do not know, we have a gallery set up here. So for those of you who are crocheting something or a pattern of ours, you can always upload your project so all of us can see it. And as you see here, Rhiannon made this super adorable Dirk in her own version with green and blue. And that's actually the great thing about this little guy, because you can actually make your own version, your own colors. And we see here a purple one by Angela. And we see here one that's kind of like turquoise with blue, very similar to that one. And I feel like, oh, purple and green, that's a very cute combo. So that's Dirk. Another pattern that I really love a lot that is not kawaii, but you know, has a very realistic feel to it is Hilda the horse. I mean, look at that cute thing. I mean, show me some love for Hilda. Some hearts in the chat. Oh, it is so cute. Look at her little hair that she has on top, her little curly hair. It is so adorable. And the little tail behind, that is so cute. She's also made by Trina Müller as well. And it's made using rainbow. And that's actually one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The yarn that you usually use for amigurumis, especially crocheted, you want them to be as hard as, or not hard, but as durable as they can get, right? Because you don't want a very fluffy yarn, because then it will have no structure in the pattern. So what you usually use for amigurumis, or what I think, and this is my only opinion, the best yarn for amigurumis is cotton, 100% cotton, or a yarn that has some, you know, hardness to it, like maybe some hard acrylic, or yeah. But look at this. Conrad the bull is, and I swear to God, I love this pattern. It is so cute. It's a look at the cow saying hello, well, bull. Absolutely love it. So I can see here that a lot of people have made it. Aw, look at that cute thing with the little, I mean, I absolutely love the little stains it has. And I see here that Linda has made it, and she says that Conrad was fun. I love the old rose color 46 and rainbow cotton 84. So yeah. What else do we have here? Oh, we have another designer. Okay, I actually really like this designer, and one of the patterns that I have behind me is from her. The designer is called Piff Paff, and she has very minimalistic, cute, kind of like, it's between kawaii and more realistic, these patterns, and they're just adorable. If you look at it, look at that little kitty. And I mean, believe me, everybody will like a cat. An amigurumi cat is a complete success. So if you just want to get started, try making cake. Oh, look at her. She is so ready for action. She's like, yep, I'm ready to go party. Absolutely adorable. I love it so much. And I see here that some people have made her. Ooh, Sherry says, excellent pattern. I use acrylic yarn. Very fun to make. So she actually used a acrylic yarn instead of the rainbow, which I'm guessing has the same gauge as the rainbow one. So very adorable. So Piff Paff is one of the designers that I love. And you see here we have Lily the lamb. I know it's not Easter yet, but actually Lily is made by Lemon Yarns, the girl, the designer that we're going to be talking to a little bit later on today. And it is so cute. Look at those cute little eggs with the little flowers on top of them. It's so cute. It's just a sweet little lamb. And I see here that she made actually using Baby Snuggle. So yeah, so she used Baby Snuggle, and then she used rainbow cotton. So it's actually a very nice way to combine the yarns, because then you have different textures. That's very cool. And I see here some more patterns, just like Kate the cat from Piff Paff. We have Helmut the dog. Look at that big nose. It is so adorable. I absolutely love him. I think he is so cute. and a little tail. Oh, oh, here he is with Kate. Two little friends hugging together. Whoop, I skipped the pictures. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Very adorable. So yeah, so that is pretty much, I mean, that's just a small amount of the amigurumi patterns that we have. Like I said, we have Jennifer Santos, Piff Paff, Trina Möller, and you know, the great thing about amigurumi is that you can leave your imagination to float, and you can change colors, and you can try to do it in different yarns. And that's one of the great things about amigurumis, because it is such a, it kind of takes you back to the beginning, to when you were a kid. You know, it allows you to be playful, and it allows you to just have some fun and just, you know, feel good about it. And I see here that Angry Panda says, oh, the pandas. Yes, there's cute little pandas. But yeah, for those of you who just joined us, I'm just going to show you. So we're running a giveaway right now. And if you write !amigurumi in the chat box, you will participate in the giveaway. It's, you know, made for everybody to participate. So please go ahead and do it. And as you see here, this is the prize that you can win. I don't know if I can show you, but there's some cute Amigo acrylic yarn for those of you who don't specifically want to try working with cotton, although I recommend it because there's a lot of it. I added a lot of beautiful colors, and I also have these two gorgeous books, and oh my god, these are so cute. They're called Unicorns, Dragons, Fantasy, and other amigurumis, and there's a lot of patterns in the back, and they're just adorable to work. Whoop! Oh my god, I almost dropped it. I'm telling you, it's very heavy. I don't even know where to put it. Where should I put it? Can I put it on the floor? I promise it's clean, but still, yeah, I'm gonna have to just be smart about this and take it step by step. Put back this acrylic here, this Amigo. I don't know if you guys know Amigo. Oh, there we go. Please focus, focus, focus. There we go. Almost. There we go. It's adorable. And yeah, for those of you who want a second chance, or not a second chance, but for those of you who are watching us a little bit later, here's second chances. Let's be good to each other. And I have a second running giveaway. This giveaway, the winner will be drawn in a week. And all you need to do to participate is leave a comment in the comment section or also in the chat telling me what is your favorite hobby yarn and why. Or if you have not tried our yarns before, what yarn would you want to try and why? Because I want to figure out, what yarns you guys love the most. And I mean, I have some gorgeous, gorgeous yarn here. I have some Twister, which very, very nice. I have some Mohair Delight, 50% mohair, 50% acrylic, as you see here. And it's just a gorgeous yarn. Believe me, it's so nice. You can make a super cute hat out of that. And also some Amigo Giga. Whoop, there we go. So Amigo Giga is a 100% premium acrylic. So it's really, really good quality acrylic. And some nice little, rainbow cotton down here. So that is that. We're already halfway through the episode, so I am actually going to give you guys a very quick tip for those of you, or actually also ask you, what is your favorite yarn to work with when you're doing amigurumis? Because I know the yarn has to have some structure, so my favorite one is obviously cotton, but I also like working with a yarn that is acrylic, so something similar to this, because it still has a lot of structure. It's a very strong yarn, so it's really, really good for amigurumi, for keeping things tight. And yeah, and I mean, also another thing is that on our website, I guess that a lot of people don't know, I'm gonna really quickly just show you very fast, is that we don't only sell yarn, right? We also sell some crazy accessories. There we go. It's a hard word, okay? Don't judge me. So we have some really cool accessories. And if you go down here and click accessories, in the search bar here, we also have accessories for amigurumis, where they are, baby DIY and amigurumi. So if you click on that, you're gonna be amazed by the amount of accessories that you can get to make, you know, to kind of spice up your amigurumi. Like for instance, glasses. Hello, imagine how cute would these glasses look on a little toy, right? It's super adorable. And then you have some cool foams and some little squishy squashy little things. And also, most importantly, if you scroll down, you can also find safety eyes and noses, which is super, it's a great alternative to buttons. So safety eyes and noses, all different types. We have different colors, we have different sizes as well. It's really good. And also filling for teddy bears and pillows. So this is actually really, really good. We have a lot of different kind of fillings. And one of my favorite one is this one, the Craft and Create unprocessed cotton stuffing. It's super nice, it's super natural, it's adorable, and I actually have it with me in the studio. So it's right here. So this is unprocessed cotton, and it comes in this super cute little bag, and it is 100% organic. And yeah, they're proud, I see here in the back that they're proud in using certified organic raw cotton to provide a sustainable, environmentally friendly alternative to the crafting community, to us, right? And it has been manufactured in a socially responsible manner without use of chemicals and less use of water and energy. So it's actually, I can show you guys what it looks like. I've used it a little bit to pack some of my amigurumis. So it's like this. So it's just raw cotton. It's very, very, very soft. And it's really, really great for it's great for making sure that, you know, you're good to the planet, and also it's safe for babies. So that's actually really, you know, something to consider when you're making amigurumis, because a certified cotton that is organic is always going to be good for babies or for small kids. So it's a great alternative if you want to try it out. It's obviously a little bit more pricey than the regular one, but it's definitely worth it. Have you guys actually tried it? Have you tried yes, I see here that Tina says this must have, yeah, it is very, very, very soft. And I see here that Cindy's saying, can you use bamboo for amigurumis? And I'm sure you can, definitely. You can use any yarn. Actually, I'm gonna stop you right there. You can use any yarn you want to make an amigurumi. It doesn't matter what, but obviously a better yarn is a yarn that has structure. And actually bamboo has a lot of structure. It's a very strong yarn. So of course you can use bamboo, you can use tencel, you can make like a very, very soft amigurumi out of it. So yeah, should we move on a little bit? So that's what I wanted to actually show you guys, that we have a lot of accessories for you guys to make really nice amigurumis, and I added a link in the description box so you can check it out. You know, go and browse and look at the stuff there's there, and actually find the stuff you need. Because if you're going to be the winner and you're going to win all this cotton and you're going to win these books, you're going to need some eyes, you're going to need some, you know, stuffing and all of that, unless you have some, right? I just want to remind you guys that you only have to write !amigurumi once in the chat box, and the robot will register you as a participant in our giveaway. So you don't need to write it 1,000 times. I promise to you. Just make sure you write it correctly. So !amigurumi with no spaces, none whatsoever. And I see here that Cheryl says, what do you mean when you say that the yarn needs to have structure? So I mean that the yarn that you're using has to be pretty hard. Take, for instance, I'm going to give you an example, right? So let's see if I have anything here. I can try with... Actually, this one has a lot of structure too. Oh, I have some wool here. Perfect, perfect. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right, so this is Molly, right? 100% wool. And this yarn, actually, if we were to open it and check it out, by the way, I love Molly. It's one of my favorite wool yarns, very chunky and very pretty. So look at this yarn. This yarn is a little bit fluffy. So maybe when you're gonna crochet with it, it's not gonna keep its structure. It's not gonna be having stitches that are very defined. So what you want to do is have a yarn that is pretty rigid, you know, strong, like cuteness, so that your stitches can be very can be seen more easily, right? So that's actually what I mean when I say the yarn has to have structure to it. I mean, you know, it has to be a yarn that allows you to see your stitches properly. Don't use mohair. I mean, you could use mohair. I would use any yarn actually. I would go crazy. I would try like to experiment things. And have you guys tried to experiment with different things? Because that could be quite interesting. Let's see. By the way, guys, I'm super sorry about the echo earlier. I had 2 mics on and I didn't realize it, but now it's good, right? All right. So that was on our list. Now we have 35 minutes in. By the way, if you want an extra chance, I added it in actually the bot is telling you that if you want to have an extra chance at winning, please subscribe to our channel, because then you know, you have an extra ticket. And also like this video, because that would mean the world to me, because you know, if you do like the video and if you like our content, then it would be nice to see it, right? So hit the like button. It's somewhere, maybe there. Also the notification button is also there, so you can get notified when we have these lives. And yeah, should we get going? Should we go and see? Because I know that there's somebody waiting for us on the other side. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put my headphones on because I'm gonna introduce to you guys. No, maybe I don't need them yet, but I'm gonna introduce to you guys to this super adorable designer. And if you guys have not checked her out yet, I have to show you because it's absolutely adorable. There we go. Where is my chat box? Because I want to see what you guys are saying. Whoa, chat is going crazy. Live chat. Okay. Wow. It's really, I cannot keep up with the chat, guys. I'm super sorry if I'm missing your chat messages. I'm super sorry. So there we go. Lemon yarns. Lemon yarn, lemon yarn. I love her name. It's actually quite cute. There we go. Andreia. So this is lemon yarn. We are going to call her in a little bit. But before I call her, I want to show you guys her work because it is mind-blowing cute. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. So if you do not know, and if you haven't seen, I'm just going to make this bigger. These are all creations of her. Oh, okay, we can't open it, but look at all these adorable figurines and toys that she makes. Look at this little whale. Oh, it's so adorable. And a little shark. And oh, look at that elephant. Oh, and that hippo. That's very adorable. So Lemon Yarn is a designer from Portugal. Well, I guess she does. The Instagram doesn't want to let me show you more, but it's okay because we're going to actually see them live, all her creations. Yes, I already see wow. Spelled it correctly this time. Kathy says, yes, you have to be sure that you spell amigurumi correctly when you try to participate in our giveaway. So I'm actually going to ask, Andreia to call me. I'm going to get ready with my little headphones, and also I'm going to mute myself here so I don't hear myself. There we go. And she's gonna call us in a little bit, and then we're gonna meet her. We're gonna meet Andreia, and we have 10 questions with her. There we go. Let me see if I can hear her. Hi, Andreia. Can you hear me? Perfect. All right. So let's see. There we go. There we go. And can you show me your beautiful face, Andreia? Okay, webcam is loading. I'm very excited. Are you guys excited? And here she is in a second. Woo! There we go. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
I'm gonna move to the side so I can actually, yes, so we can both be on screen basically. All right, guys, say hello to Andrea. Andrea, how are you feeling today?
Super nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah, a bit. I was watching the live until now and I was waiting for my cue to pop in.
I see a lot of people saying, hi, Andrea. Yes,
Hi.
they can hear you. They can see you. Hello, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. There's a lot of hellos. That's super adorable. All right, Andrea, how are you feeling today, a part of being super nervous? How was your day
Yeah.
today?
Started great. I started by baking. I made a peach crumble and lemon ice cream this morning.
Excuse me?
So yummy.
Oh, God.
So good.
I would love to be there with you to just enjoy all that goodies.
Yeah, I have so much fruit. I have to use it up. So I always bake desserts or make jam or gift all my fruit to my family and friends. So this
Okay.
morning I started with baking and then with crochet. So great Sunday.
That's a really nice Sunday, right, guys? All right, so let's see. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from? Where are you at?
So, yeah, so right now I'm living in Portugal. My
Mm-hmm.
parents are Portuguese. I'm Portuguese too, but I was actually born in Switzerland.
Okay.
And I lived there until I was like 13. Then we came to Portugal and I studied art in high school, then architecture.
Ooh.
While I was studying architecture, my family moved back to Switzerland.
Okay.
So I stayed. Yeah, so right now I'm here. I finished architecture and I was like, I don't really like it.
No.
I mean, I like the concept, the project, the
Yeah.
ideas, the
Yeah.
design, but then working in an office, doing the project, and it's all like you have to do all the accountability for the project, all the materials and all that, and it's so boring and sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
I wasn't loving it.
So you went for something more creative.
Yeah, exactly, which is what I love the most. That's why I studied art, because I love just to be creative and to make things. So I started doing crochet and it started going well. So now that's all I do.
Yeah, actually, that was my first question for you. How did you get into crochet in the first place?
So actually, I only learned how to crochet in 2015. So I was
Okay.
still studying architecture. And I remember perfectly, I was like walking down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. In
It's
one
like,
of the classrooms, I had one of my friends. She was making like a keychain, like she
yeah,
was crocheting,
yeah.
making crochet Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, which
Okay,
I
yeah,
love.
yeah.
So I was like, I stopped. I walked in. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, it's crochet. Amigurumis. Like, I want to learn. I want to do this. This is awesome. So
Aw.
after school, I went to the shop. I bought some yarn. I bought a hook, and I started learning. And I never stopped. Since that time.
That's actually pretty fun how you just saw
Yeah.
it and you're like, this is for me. This is what I want to do. I want to learn this.
I usually say like crochet walked into my life because it was literally like, what? What's this?
Do you have
And I
friends
just
that do you
thought,
have friends that crochet with you, or do you have
no. So
no?
all my crochet friends are online friends.
Okay, so
So
they're
yes, but
online.
yeah, but I was already able to meet like a couple of people I've met online through crochet. So and do like a crochet date in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's cool.
It's the best to actually, meet with people that share your passion. It is so nice. And this is, one of the things why we're doing this, right? Because we found you and you're just amazing designer, and you have your imagination is just so great. And, it's so nice that we can connect, and also that you can connect with our audience as well and our community, so that more people can see how amazing you are, right? So I'm really excited to have you here, actually.
Yeah, I think internet really makes it easier for you to connect when you find like a passion. In this case, crochet, amigurumi. You get to know so many people that love the same things as you. So, and even not just crochet, you start developing friendships and realize you have so much in common
Yeah.
through. And it all started with amigurumi. So I don't know. I think it's really amazing. I have so many friends. I have more friends amigurumi that I have in real life. Like real life is like 5 friends, and then internet amigurumi friends I have like 100. So it's really awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. Everybody's saying that you are so delightful. People are loving you. But actually, okay, so let's talk a little bit about your creative process, right? Because what you create, so what do you usually crochet? You crochet little figurines,
Yeah,
right?
so I prefer to make I make a bit I try to try new things, but usually I like lately animals. I like to make animals.
Mm-hmm.
I started with my Sunday the Easter Bunny. It was the first like design that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I try to guide myself through, whatever's happening. So we're in summer, so I'm gonna think summertime. Halloween is coming, I'm gonna think Halloween. Or maybe like I watch a movie and the movie really inspired me. I have a design which is like the sakura deer, like a deer with sakura flowers. And it
Mm-hmm.
was like I watched the movie Annihilation, which is like with the DNA crossing and stuff like that. And there was a deer like that. I was like, oh my God, I want to crochet this. This is awesome. So, see, I try
Oh,
to either nature or movies or pretty much anything I see, I like, oh, this is cool. I want to do it. So, I start doing research first, always. So, like, to build a mood board, because you can have an idea, but then you want more ideas, more
yeah.
concepts like
Yeah.
color palette, accessories. So build a mood board. Then I start designing, like sketching. I like to draw. Like I said, I like art and I like to draw a lot and illustrate all my characters before I make them. So I start drawing, and then when I have like an idea, I I do like the research to what kind of patterns are already out there that may be similar to mine.
Yeah.
So because you want yours to stand out from the crowd,
Yeah.
so I always do when I have an idea, I do a research like what other patterns are there. Is mine unique enough? Will it stand out? Is it too similar to someone else? So I try to adapt it the
Mm-hmm.
best I can so it's
Mm-hmm.
unique. And when it's ready, when I'm satisfied, I get the yarn and I just start working.
I really need to show people like your adorable sakura deer because it's so cute. Guys, look at that. Look at the cute little thing. It is so adorable. Absolutely
That
love
was
the
like one of the
details.
first designs that I made. So right now, I have love for it, but like I can do better now.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's feel like the first thing that you created is also gonna have a special place in your heart,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
That's super cute. All right, well, let's see what other questions I have for you because I prepared too many questions for you, I think.
Yeah, too many.
So basically that is your creative process. That is how you get inspired to create a new character, and it can be from anything from watching a movie to
Yes.
going out or seeing something outside.
Yeah, going to the museum, like I really like natural history museums, where
Oh yeah.
all the stuffed creature are. So like I like to go there when I travel back to Switzerland. Every time there's one in the city. So
Yeah.
every year that I go to Switzerland, I go to the museum and I take pictures of all the animals they have
Mm-hmm.
stuffed.
Yeah.
And I always discover like new animals, like, oh, I never heard of this. Oh, this is so cool. I want to do
Yeah,
it. So I
exactly.
take pictures and then I Google it and it's like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, and also I'm guessing that also with going to an natural museum, it also gives you an idea of the structure, the bone structure of an animal,
Yeah,
and
yes, they have all that. Yeah, like how the animals are inside and all that in the history, where they come from, if they're extinct. So I really like natural history museums and documentaries. Like nature, like the BBC ones
yeah,
and
yeah,
National Geographic. They're
yeah,
so
yeah.
cool.
All right. So, okay. So that's one of the things that makes you feel creative. So when you go to a museum like that, you get like this creative like urge inside of you to just make something.
Yeah, like last time I was there, I saw it was Night of the Bats. There's like one night where they promote the awareness of bats, and
Mm-hmm.
there are all these bats, and then an entire corridor, a hall, with the animals that were like normal fur and then albino.
Yeah.
The ones and I was like, oh, this is so cool, like the concept of having an animal but then the fur is different, and that's why I made these two right here.
Oh yeah, I see them down there.
Oh, this is like a regular raccoon.
Oh. Can you
And
put it a
then I
little
made
bit?
an albino version.
Oh, that's so cute, guys. Oh my God. Can you show me a little bit up close? I really want to see them a little bit up close. Look at those adorable things, you guys.
And they were actually inspired by a movie too, which is
Oh,
Moonrise Kingdom. So you see, I try to mix it up, movies, animals, concepts. So it's a lot of fun. So it makes them, try to give. I like to call them characters, because I
yeah.
like to give them story, background, a narrative, so that you can start creating your own stories with them. That's what I try to do.
Oh, people are saying amazing. I love them. They are so beautiful. They love it. Actually, I already see a lot of questions for you in the chat, so I'm going to keep them for a little bit later.
Problem.
So how did you actually decided that you wanted to make your own first amigurumi, like the deer, for instance? How did you decide, okay, you know what, I'm
So,
gonna, because of course you can
yeah.
love making amigurumis and you can just simply find patterns and make them yourself, but from seeing something and following a pattern and making it to actually creating your own pattern, that's a little bit more tricky there. How did it
So
happen?
yeah, so I learned how to crochet on purpose just to make amigurumi, So it was like the
Yeah.
main thing that I wanted was amigurumi. I started by following lots of patterns because that's how you learn. You have to learn the tricks, how to build shapes. And once I knew like how to make round shapes, I started making my own designs, but like really small stuff, just
Mm-hmm.
to sell like keychains to my friends.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, you know what? I can make my own design, like a proper pattern, which was like the bunny, and it was like a total flop, like almost no sales. And I was like, okay, whatever, no one wants my designs, I'll just stop. And then there was a challenge on Instagram, which is like the 100-day challenge, that you decide the project and you start doing. And I decided to make a project which was animals and flowers, and it's the Sakura deer that started like watching that movie. And I just started, by I did the drawing, showed the drawing, made the sample, and then made the plush, and that was it. I just wanted to make just for myself.
Yeah.
And then I got lots and lots of people comment, "Do you have a pattern for this? Are you going to make the pattern? Where's the pattern? Pattern?" I was like, "Oh, okay. So maybe people want my patterns. I just
Oh,
have to wait for them to ask for it."
yeah.
So those first ones, which was the Sakura deer, the hibiscus sloth, then I
Yeah.
did the orchid toucan, and then the narwhal, which was like the four that I made with flowers. Everybody was asking for the patterns, so I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can make my patterns. So that's really how it started, because I tried at first, didn't work, and then people asked for it, so I went with
Yeah.
it, and now I make what I love, and usually people like it, so I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I see here that Four Season Fox is saying that Andrea is the best. She was the one that helped me to get into crochet. And then
I
also BB says that I made an amigurumi platypus. That was very, very sweet. That's
cute.
actually a cute little animal. I wouldn't think about it.
Yeah,
And also
it's unique. Yeah, yeah.
I see somebody asking what's written under my pattern. I saw that somebody actually. Okay, so this very quickly under my cup. Sorry, not my pattern. Under my cup, there's something written under my cup, as you see there. So, my cup was actually I couldn't find my cup when I got to the office today. I just couldn't find them. So I actually took took a colleague's cup, and this is Kat's cup. Kat works with us in retail, so she's the one, finding out what nice yarns are there to order. So yes, as you see here, it is um, a super cute knitter's cup, and well, it just says cat's cup, basically. But
It's
let's
stolen property.
yes, it's no, it's borrowed property. I borrowed it. I promise to you that I will wash it before I return it to her. So so let's see. Let's start with, did you ever, because you said that the first time it was like a little bit like it took you some time until you actually got the shapes right, until you actually learn. What was your biggest, or did you ever make a really big, huge mistake when you designed an amigurumi?
I don't think so. Like, usually I make something, and halfway through, if I'm not happy, I just frog it and start over, because I don't like to like waste yarn. So I just frog it, do it, frog it, do it. So I don't think I ever made something that I published that had a mistake, you know, because I usually, that's, if you see my feed, there's not a lot of work in progress picture.
Yeah, I see
Pictures,
that.
just like final stuff, because unless I'm really happy about it, I'm not really gonna share. So
Yeah,
so
so
yeah,
you
but
so
but
you're
I
a
think so.
perfectionist.
Yeah, a bit, just a little bit.
I see that. I see that. So,
But
I mean,
I don't think I have made like huge mistakes that I think of.
well, you're a lucky one because a lot of us make a lot of mistakes when we're trying to crochet or knit, right? And it's
Yeah, but
actually
that's the thing. It's just I start over, you know. So I don't remember because I don't keep the mistakes. So I don't
okay.
know.
Oh yeah. So you're just like completely deleting. You're like a control delete basically
Yeah,
every time
yeah,
you control Z, control Z. Okay,
yeah.
that's actually pretty funny because I remember when I started knitting and crocheting, like I still have projects that are completely failures. I just never continue them. So I knit or crochet, and then I make this huge mistake, and I'm like, ah, well, it's time to start something else. So I just leave it
And
aside
you
and I
leave
start
that,
something else.
and
I,
you
I
just leave it
I
as
just
a
leave
work
it.
in
I
progress.
just leave it, and then when I have more, what do you call it? When I have some more, what's the word? Like when I'm ready to take the project again and be like, okay,
When your mindset
yes,
is the right, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Then when my mindset is like, okay, you know what? I have to finish that project. I have to frog my mistake and try to continue it. Um, all right. So tell me a little bit. What is the last? Because that's the mistakes, right? And if you say that you're frogging every time you're making a mistake, you basically learn from your mistakes that try not to
Yeah,
make because you
exactly.
frog them. What is the last thing that you actually learn when it comes to amigurumis?
Uh, well, I like to buy books, you know, from other designers, like
Oh,
the ones that you showed for the giveaway. I have one of them,
yeah,
the second, and I love those books because at the beginning they always have like a list of instructions, you know, like the stitches,
yeah.
but also techniques. And I just love learning new techniques, you know. So every time I buy a new book, I always read the initial section and I learn new things. So the thing that I most recently learned, or that I also tried to experiment with was the difference between the V single crochet and the X single
Okay,
crochet.
okay,
So there are like two ways that, well, multiple ways that you can make single crochet. So I started practicing and to, you know, give it a try to see the differences, see what I like most. And so yeah, so I always say, even though I make what I make and people say they love it, I always say I have still lots to learn, lots
to
to learn.
yeah, yeah.
I always learn new things, so it's really a thing about experimenting, you know. So
I
yeah.
see here that Mayara is asking, tell us a little bit about that stitches. Can you tell us like the difference or how it works?
Yeah. So usually the regular stitches when you're crocheting, you do like, I was thinking if I had something to
To show,
experiment with.
yeah.
Yeah, so usually you do yarn over. You know, in the tutorials that you follow, it always says yarn over. So you wrap the yarn over the hook first,
Yeah.
then you insert, then you do the stitch, you know, and you have to wrap it twice for the single crochet. So you do twice yarn over, and that will create a V-shaped single crochet. I'm seeing
Okay.
if I have some here. So, but if you want to do the X one, the first time you have to yarn over. Instead of doing that, you do yarn under. So you grab
Oh,
the yarn under the hook, not over, but
yeah,
under the hook.
yeah, yeah.
And then the second one you do over again. You do
Yeah, so
normal,
instead
you
of
know?
doing like that, you do like the other way,
Yeah.
basically.
The
Okay.
first one that you have to wrap the yarn around, you do under the hook, and that will give an X shape. So I have like I show like some pictures on my Instagram, like on the highlights. I have like
Mm-hmm.
crochet tips when I
Mm-hmm.
show the differences. So basically, with the X, the difference, the first one is like the shape of the stitch. One will look like a V, one will look like an X. The X one is a lot tighter. So usually in amigurumi, you want your stitches to be super tight so you don't see the stuffing or anything.
Yeah.
So people always recommend that you use a hook that's smaller. That's what's
In the
written on
pattern.
exactly on
Mm-hmm.
the label of the
Yeah.
yarn.
Yeah.
So if you use the X stitch, it's automatically smaller, tighter. So you can use a bigger hook because your stitch will already be tighter,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
X is tighter.
that's a
And
good
I don't
tip.
know. Yeah, it's really nice. I've been doing both lately, X and V, just to experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the looks of both, so it's usually like to adapt and experiment,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, actually, I have a few more questions for you, but I'm actually coming close to the end of the giveaway. So I actually want to pick a winner while you are also here because I think it's going to be quite nice. So there
Mhm.
we go. Okay, we still have some time left actually. So we're
Yeah,
still good.
I brought this one. I wanted to show you that I made from the second book, the number 2.
Yeah,
That I'll have it, and I made this one
this one,
from the book,
right?
the dragon.
Oh, that's so cute. Can I actually find it in here?
Yeah, it's like a couple of dragons. They're two brothers.
They're two brothers. Oh my god, that's so cute. I mean, I feel like these books are so adorable because
Yeah,
so the
they're
reason why
awesome.
I picked these books was because where are you, little dragon? What page are you? I can't find it right now. But I feel like the reason why I picked these is because I wanted people to see that amigurumi can be colorful and creative. So you don't need to like you can experiment and make very weird shapes and it will still look absolutely adorable. So
Yeah,
show us your little. I want to see it again. It's kind of cute.
yeah. It's from the book, the second one, unicorn and fantasy
Aw,
one.
so
I made the
adorable.
dragon. It's super cute,
Was it
and
hard to make?
no, the design is from I think it's from Kukai.
Mm-hmm.
And no, the shapes are quite easy to follow. There's a lot of sewing involved. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things, sewing is really important in amigurumi. Besides the tight stitches, you need
Mm-hmm.
to sew things the most perfectly you can so
Yeah.
that everything stays in place. And usually that's really important. That's one of my tips. It's like everyone does,
Yes.
but just in case, uh, the pins, the sewing pins, the ones that you put things
Yeah,
together.
yeah, the pins, the sewing pins
Exactly,
basically.
yes. So always place everything before you sew. So that was one of my huge mistakes at first. I never used sewing pins before sewing stuff together. So I would just usually hold stuff together with my hands and start sewing. And everything was like a complete mess.
Oh.
But now I know. I place everything with the sewing pins first.
Yeah.
And once I'm happy with the placement, I start sewing.
Yeah,
So
precisely.
it's really helpful. Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people are asking us where they can get these books, so I'm actually gonna show you guys. There's
You have on
Andrea
your
there.
website those two, right?
Exactly, we have them on our website. So if you actually go to, where are you, little hobby?
Site of things.
There we go. So if you go to hobby.com and you go to, I think it's exciting things right here in the top, you go to books
Exactly.
and you will actually find crochet books. So you can find a lot of those books. So these are the two books that I'm giving away with this giveaway. Unicorn Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi, number 1 and number 2. So they're included in this giveaway. So good luck. There it is. So you can see all of these cute amigurumis that you have the patterns in. That's number 1, and this is number 2. Oh, there's no picture with the amigurumis, or is there? So yeah, so you can actually find them on our website if you want to check them out. There's actually more amigurumi books available here. There's Happy Crochet Book, and there's Amigurumi Globetrotters.
Yeah, I think that's the one is also from Meteor Books, which is the one from the fantasy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have really nice books.
So let's. I actually have some more questions for you. Let me see. Yeah, what is your favorite? So out of all the amigurumis you've designed, who's your favorite one? I know it's hard. It's like picking a favorite child. Oh, is that little guy over there?
Right now it's this one. I usually I fall in love with whatever I'm making. So it's always the most recent one that I love. And right now it's this guy.
Oh, can you show him up close? I really want everybody to see the detailing on this because it's absolutely insane. You are so great with details. Look at it. It has a cute little apron. Oh my
Yes.
God.
This is my Santa, the toy maker. He makes toys for a living.
It's
You
so
know,
cute.
he made this little teddy bear.
Oh, so actually with that pattern, you also have the little pattern for the teddy, for the mini
Yeah,
teddy.
it's a complete set and comes with a gift box too. So this is like the design is not available yet. It's coming like next week or
Yeah.
so. I'm still tweaking it, but I really love it. One, because it's all the details that I put in it, all the love. You know, I tried to make it as much as I could. You know, the beard, the apron, the hat, the box, the toy, the teddy bear. I tried to give it the most that I could. It was for a contest. I didn't win, but I love
Oh,
him anyway.
how dare they!
Yeah, but I love him, and everybody loved it too. And one of other reason that I love it, it's I designed it like in November last year, and at the time I was going like through a really hard, you know, art block.
Yeah.
And I had the drawing for him, but I wasn't feeling it. You know, I didn't want to make him for the contest. I couldn't feel myself like crocheting. Like for a
Yeah.
couple of weeks, I didn't crochet anything because I wasn't feeling well about it. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I started making him, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so perfect. And I just love him so much. So that's why I love him the most right now. So maybe in a month or two I'll love someone else more. But right now it's him.
I actually really like that you use the hobby glasses. That's
Yes.
actually a very cute details. You can
Yes.
find those glasses on the website actually.
Yes.
Oh,
The
they're
first
so
one I
adorable.
didn't have the glasses, and then when I was talking to your people, I was like, oh my god, I need those glasses for my Santa. It's perfect.
It's so perfect.
And I also got to make like for props for pictures the sleigh, also from home.
It's also from our website.
Yes, so I love to take pictures, you know, together with props. So it's a lot of fun. So they look so cool together.
That is so
And I love
adorable.
it so much.
Everybody's asking about the tiny little teddy bear. People are saying that must be so hard to make. They want to know how you've done it, and look how tiny it is. Oh my god, it's mini.
That tiny.
It's
But
very
it has to be proportional to Santa.
It's true. How was that hard to make? It's difficult to make?
So it was the most difficult part because the Santa has a lot of parts and a lot of sewing. So when I was making the tiny teddy bears, like I want to make something with no sewing. So this is all one piece only.
Wow.
You know, from the bottom to the top to bottom.
Yeah.
So it's only about like understanding how to shape things. You know, that I was saying, you have to practice to understand the shape. So where to increase, where to add these special stitches to create like the bumps that will simulate the ears, the arms, and the legs are all the same kind of stitches.
Yeah.
So it's really about understanding how to shape things to make what you want, you know?
Yeah.
So I did like a couple of tries to understand where to place the bumps so it would kind of align.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one piece only, so I kind of like it. It's cute.
It's
and tiny.
super adorable. It's so small and cute. I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. But okay, so that is your favorite amigurumi that you've designed so far right now.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you working on right now? Because you said yes, this is my favorite one for now. But what is there in the make right now?
So right now I'm working on like a crochet wall hanging for a friend, you know, so it's not gonna be a pattern for the shop. It's just something that I'm making for a friend.
Oh, can I be your friend?
Yes, you can be my friend.
Thank you.
I thought we were already.
We are already friends, but I mean, I would love to have something made from you. You know, just to put it back there in the back.
I could make a sample for the background of your videos. Yes, I could.
Yes, please.
Think about it.
So tell us.
So I'm doing that, and I'm actually gonna start projects next week. So this weekend I'm working on more personal stuff, like the wall hanging, and then something I'm gonna show in a bit. But next week I'm gonna start working on like top secret projects that I can't really show or talk about. But it's gonna be a busy year. You know, I already have like work planned for until the end of the year. So.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That I don't really do much Instagram now because all the work that I have is behind the scenes stuff that I can't share right away, you know. So I have to wait the right moment to show people. So until now, you don't see much new stuff.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
But there's things happening, right?
Yeah, there's lots happening. Much.
All right. Just for anybody who's joining us maybe super late, we are running a giveaway like you saw here above. So if you want to participate, please don't forget the exclamation mark. It's exclamation mark amigurumi if you want to participate. And what you can win is, first of all, these 2 adorable books with amigurumi patterns in them. And also a basket. I cannot hold this. A basket filled with yarn. We have some gorgeous rainbow and some really nice Amigo acrylic yarn. So yeah, so just make sure that you write exclamation mark amigurumi so that, you know, yes, so that you're participating basically. And back to Andreia. Tell us if you're making, what's coming for Hobby? I mean, are you making something for Hobby right now?
I am. It's big. Want to see?
Yes, please. Everybody wants to see. Please, if you guys want to see what Andreia is working on right now, show us some hearts and love. What is that? Oh, that is adorable. Is that an octopus?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is so cute. And is that a submarine?
Yes. So it's like a big, huge octopus. It's like the size of my head.
Oh my God, it's so cute. I see that. And what about the submarine and the fishies?
Everything else is rainbow cotton 84.
Oh, 8. Okay, so the regular 8 rainbow. Oh my God,
exactly.
can you show us the submarine a little bit up close? I want to see that. That's like such a cute detail. And I see here what you mean about the pinning your work before you sew it together.
Exactly. Everything is pinned down first.
That is just simply adorable. I'm pumped. So you're almost about to finish it.
Yes, I finished it this morning, like the pieces, because I wanted to show you guys.
Aww.
So tomorrow I'll be taking the pins out, taking pictures, and sewing everything together so I can send it to Obi and have it published as soon as they can.
Oh, we're excited about that. And we cannot wait.
You can stand like this, you know, like look.
Oh, that would be such a cute.
You can do like this too.
Oh, that is adorable. I love it. I love it. If you guys love it, please show some hearts, some love, some claps, everything. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go. It's super adorable. Look at, and can you do this with the submarine so we can imagine like it's floating?
Yes, like this too.
Adorable. I love it. I love it, Andreia. It's so cute.
Thanks. I love it too.
And people love it because I see a lot of hearts and a lot of love and a lot of claps, and people are going crazy. That's super nice. But actually, I've seen some of the questions. If you guys have questions for Andreia, please shoot them away now because I can't remember all the questions I've seen. But one of them was, what is your favorite type of stuffing? For instance, my favorite type of stuffing is this one. So it's the Craft and Create organic one. But what about yours?
I use like the one you have on your website, the other one, the polyester.
Yeah, the polyester one. Yeah.
Yeah, I use that one, but one that's like really soft. Because I used to, try to find the people that gave me stuffing for free and stuff like that. Like my aunt that works at the factory and she would give me stuffing. But there are lots of different type of, like even the polyester ones.
Yeah.
Of consistency, and some are like really hard, and it made my plushies like stone hard, which I didn't really like. I like them to keep some squishy into it.
Yeah.
So I use the one you have in the shop, in the website, which is like super soft, and you have to use more to like stuff big amigurumis.
Yeah.
But the quality like really soft and really nice for stuffing, and you can, if you put more, you'll have a hard amigurumi, but if you put less, you have something really squishy. So I really like that one, but I want to try one day the ecological and sustainable one. It looks really nice.
Yeah, people are actually asking if you have Instagram or Facebook. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And I actually, I actually linked Andreia's Instagram and also her blog into the description box. And at the end of this session, I'm probably going to also have to link to the Facebook because I didn't think about that.
It's
And also the
Facebook is pretty much the same as Instagram. I share
Instagram,
what I
exactly.
share on Instagram there. So
Okay, yeah, so you prefer Instagram in that matter, right?
I use Instagram more. Yeah.
People are asking if you have a YouTube account.
I do, but I don't make content.
Okay, so you would prefer.
I have 2 videos on my YouTube, which are like stop motion animation
Okay.
with like interviews to friends, but with amigurumi stop motion, which is kind of
Aw.
cute. So you can go watch that.
So would you prefer people to actually check you out on Instagram the most?
Yeah, Instagram, but you can check YouTube to check my stop motions. They're cute.
Yes, go and subscribe to
Eventually, when I have time, I want to start doing video content, like tutorials, more stop motions, but right now I just don't really have the time. But I will, so follow now and later there will be stuff.
Then we have a question from Kismet Kafit. What crochet project is on top of your project bucket list right now?
Oh, like something that I really want to make?
Yeah.
So that's not mine. It can be someone else.
Yeah.
So I like I told you, I buy a lot of books, and I don't really have time to make anything from the books. So on top of my to-do list is from the latest Pick-a-Pow book. Pick-a-Pow.
Yeah.
I love Jan Schenkel. I love her. She's like my biggest inspiration, and my top, like whenever I have time, I really want to make her monkey.
Okay.
It's like so freaking cutest monkey I've ever seen.
Can we see a photo of it?
Yeah, I'm looking for the page. And it's right here. It's this monkey.
Oh, that is really cute. I love it. It looks like it has jeans on or something.
Yeah, it has like overalls. I just love her. The reason I started designing animals was because of Pick-a-Pow, of Jan Schenkel, because at first I only did like small stuff, like fan art, Pokemons and stuff like that. But when I started to have that need, that feel that I wanted to design animals and characters with stories and accessories, was when I discovered Pick-a-Pow, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Her characters are so beautiful, her aesthetic and everything. And that's what pushed me into designing my own characters.
Yeah.
So that's on the top of my to-do list. One day I want to make more stuff from her books. Yeah.
And then I see a question here from Kathy. What is the largest amigurumi you have made?
I think it was my Totoro. I have downstairs in my living room. It's a free pattern I found on Ravelry. I think it's from Lucy Ravenscar. She had and it's like this huge Totoro that I have on my from Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. I don't know how you say it. That I have on my shelf, and it's so big and so cute, and I just love him so much.
I mean, Totoro is like if any of you have ever watched Japanese cartoons, let's call them like that. It's like it is so it's an iconic character, right?
Yes, I love. I've made him in like 3 or 4 different type of size. Like I've made small ones, medium, big, medium ones like this, and then when I found that pattern, I was like, oh my god, this is so cute and huge. So I had to make it. It's big. It's like one of those shelves like from IKEA, the Kallax one. It fills it completely.
Yeah.
It's like from bottom to top.
Then I see here a question from Dawn. She's asking, have you ever made a moose?
A moose, like the elks, like the ones with the antlers?
Yeah, I mean, you made the deer, which is kind of similar to the moose, right?
No, I've never made like a moose, no. But it's a possibility.
I'm trying to see here if
I'm always happy to find new animals. I have like on my cell phone a list of animals that one day I would like to make. It's like a big list from A to Z, like huge list of animals.
Is it always animals that you want to make, or do you want to eventually also, do food
like I made the Santa, which is not an animal.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, I made an elf.
Oh, it's a love elf.
It's a love elf.
Oh, so cute.
But usually I've been making more animals, but I like to make other things too. Just depends if I have like the right inspiration,
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, that was kind of, yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom for somebody who, wants to maybe start on making amigurumi?
Okay, the biggest one, just do it. No, for real. Yes. Usually, you know what you see in the Instagram a lot and Facebook, there's so many people doing amigurumi, a lot of people, and you can feel like there's already everything. You're like, oh, what's the point of me making my things because everyone's already doing it and
Yeah.
everything has been done, and you can get that feeling. I get that feeling too when I'm making whatever I make, like the Santa. Oh my God, there's always already so many Santas, but there's not one made by you. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
watched like a video not a long time ago about how do I say like positivity and things like that, and it said like no matter the area of what you're doing, if it's crochet or something else, there's not been something made that's you,
Already
that's your
before.
vision, that's your touch, you know. Even
Yeah.
if there's a bunny, there's not a bunny by you, you know.
Exactly.
So that's what I try to think about. Even when I'm making something, there's already been an octopus made and lots of them, but there's not been one made by me. So
Exactly.
mine will be unique in that sense. So that's my biggest advice. Like, don't feel discouraged because you see everyone doing everything. Like, just do yourself, do
Yeah.
your own things, try to stay unique and true to yourself. And that's like the biggest advice I can give. The second one, practice, like a lot. Like, you have to practice whatever you're doing. You have to give it time, you know, to the practice, to train your stitches. Like, I only started sharing my stuff 1 year after I was already doing amigurumi. I never shared anything because I was like, who's gonna want to look at this? I wasn't really proud of my creations at first.
Yeah.
And once I was like really happy about what I was making, and now compared to it, I do better. But at the time, I thought, now this is starting to look better. I have better stitches. I know how to sew things properly. I'm confident, but that's because I want my feet to be perfect.
Yes.
That's all. So I only shared when I was really happy, but practice really helped, you know. And now I love to take a recent creation and take a old one and just, you know, compare it to see, even in 1-2 years of practice, how far I've come.
Yeah.
Like the quality of the stitches, the stitching, the details, the finishing of my plushes, everything so much better now because I've been doing this every
For
day
long.
for the
Yeah,
past,
exactly.
yeah,
Don't
2 years.
they
Yeah.
don't they say that you need 10,000 hours into something to become an
Yeah, yeah.
expert, right?
I think there's like a saying like that. Yeah.
We have a question that is, do you only make amigurumis or do you also maybe crochet things for yourself?
I make mostly amigurumis for myself. I've made like a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
Knitting, actually, I tried knitting once, which I mean,
Oh,
scarf is nice because I want to learn how to knit to make clothes for
there's
myself.
actually a lot of stitches and a lot of tutorials on our
Yeah,
YouTube channel if you want to check it out and maybe learn something
nice.
from Hobie.
Yeah, I've only tried like the basic stitch, like the garter stitch, is like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
knit.
basically just
All
knitting and
I've done
knitting.
yet, like a big scarf to practice. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I've done like for myself beanie hats, like
Ah,
3 or 4.
yeah.
So I just love, big, chunky beanie hats with a big pom pom at the end. I just love those.
Oh,
So I make those for myself or to gift. But yeah, usually crochet clothes. I just make that the hats, and then I make amigurumi, and I
yeah.
make clothes for my amigurumi.
Oh yeah, exactly. You do make clothes, but for your amigurumi.
Yes,
And
which is
actually,
hard.
somebody is asking, what is your favorite yarn right now at this moment to crochet with, or to make amigurumis in general?
I've
What type
been
of yarn?
using cotton. Yeah.
Cotton.
So I started to learn with acrylic yarns because, it's a new craft. You don't
Mm.
want to put a lot of investment money into a craft you're not sure you're gonna succeed. So I started with acrylic, like good quality that I could find, but that was affordable. And then I think like last year I won like a giveaway with cotton yarn. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this yarn to use, and it was like life changer. Like, oh my god, cotton yarn is so awesome. I love like you were saying, the stitches. You can see them so much better. There's no fluff. Attention, I'm not saying like people who work with acrylic are bad. No, that was like my personal development, was
Mm-hmm.
going from acrylic to cotton and realizing that I love cotton more. and so now I only get cotton yarn.
Yeah,
and you know, like the light, the thickness, like the decay, you know, like the
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
ones,
So the 8-4, for instance, like 8-4, that's a.
I work with the rainbow cotton 8-4, yes.
So she's talking about this kind of yarn, guys.
The
So
one for the
basically,
giveaway.
yeah. So yeah, the one that I included a lot in the giveaway, because like I said earlier in this episode, you need a yarn that has structure, so that helps you see your stitches very, very clearly.
Yeah, and I like the rainbow cotton because it's cotton, but it's like a soft one, and it's matte because you have also some brands have like mercerized cotton.
Yeah,
which is like shiny one.
it's a little bit
The
shiny.
dragon,
Yeah.
yeah. I personally prefer matte. I like something like more matte look, you know,
Mm-hmm.
without the shine. And the rainbow cotton is really soft and nicely twisted. The yarn, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strands.
The
Because I've
plies.
worked with because I've worked with some cotton yarns that was like barely twisted.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working and you're doing a stitch and you're picking up the strands instead of the full yarn, and
Yeah.
it's awful. So yeah, so I'm really happy with the rainbow cotton. I've been working, trying to get my stash down because I have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been nice. I like it a lot.
Oh. Well, Andrea, thank you so much for being with us today. We went over schedule right now. Should we pick a winner together, just so we can say congratulations together to the winner?
Yes.
All right, guys, then I'm going to actually stop the giveaway. I'm going to close the entries right now. So now you cannot participate any longer. But if you are actually joining us a little bit later and you still want to have a chance at winning some really nice yarn, I prepared a second giveaway that I'm going to pick in a week's time. So in 7 days, I'm going to pick the winner for the second giveaway. And for you to participate in this, you only have to leave a comment in the comment section or also in the chat. I'm going to go through all of them probably tomorrow morning. So yeah, so leave a comment and telling us what is your favorite hobby yarn and why, or if you have not tried our yarns before, what's the yarn that you want to try? You know, we want to figure out. I also want to figure out what yarns. Well, there you go. Now you can see me because you couldn't see me before. I was kind of behind Andrea's. You could only see my mouth. So yeah, so don't worry. You still have a second chance at winning some gorgeous yarn. But for now, let's pick together a winner. Please give me some drums. And we're gonna pick a winner right now. And there we go. Therese Moberg is our winner. Congratulations, Therese. Therese or Therese or Teresa. Drum roll. That's so nice. Teresa, honey, you have won these 2 adorable amigurumi books and this awesome basket of yarn. I don't know if you guys can see how big this is. Let me actually remove this giveaway text so you guys can see the big giveaway she's won. A lot of cotton balls and 2 adorable books to get you started on making some adorable amigurumis. And yeah. Don't stress, guys. There's still another chance to win this second basket of yarn. So just leave me the comment in the comment section. And Andrea, thank you so much for being with us, honey. It was adorable.
Me.
And yeah, I mean, I hope that we're gonna be seeing more of you soon.
I'm trying.
We're
I said, I have a lot of projects going on, so I try to balance, you know, everything.
Yeah.
The best I can.
But we're super excited to actually see your octopus coming up on the website soon. And Therese, honey, write me an email at jaya@hobby.dk. I'm actually going to write you right away so you know where to actually reach me. And Andrea, honey, I will see you soon and we'll keep in touch. And everybody go check out Andrea's Instagram at least because she has some adorable projects and adorable feed and everything is super adorable about her. I love you, girl. Mwah.
Thank you.
And guys, don't go away because let me just remove Andrea's webcam. Boop, boop. Guest webcam. Bye-bye. So basically, I want to show you guys one more thing before I go. And I actually can remove those headphones off. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna send Andrea a little heart in our Discord chat. Therese, honey, write me a email. There you go. Camila already jumped in to help me. Claim your prize. Write an email to jaya@hobby.dk. Thank you, Camila, for jumping in. And right before I leave, you saw hot off the hooks, first of all, with Andrea. She has that super adorable octopus coming up soon on the website with that adorable little submarine and the little fishies. That's super cute. But also, hot off the hooks, hot off the hooks. So we have two more amigurumis joining our hobby family. These are both two adorable amigurumis made by Piff Paff, one of the designers that we work with. And I just wanted to show you guys because these are also, it's kind of like a sneak peek, right? They just got made by our test crocheters. Please focus. There we go. Wait, I have a... There we go. Just want you guys to see it before we leave. This is an adorable little elephant. Well, I don't want to ruin it, but it's basically a ballerina. Doot-doot-doot. Doot-doot-doot. There we go. So we have the elephant coming up soon. I'm going to link it in the description box, I promise. And then we also have this adorable lion. Okay, so this little lion has a little friend. As you see here, it's a little bunny friend that he's keeping. It's a brown white bunny. It's so cute, actually. It's kind of hugging it. Can you please focus, camera? There we go. And they're both super cute designs that are going to come up on our website alongside with Andrea's adorable octopus and much more, actually. So I'm actually, keep an eye out. Check Hobby's website every day. I do it all the time. I'm always like, ooh, what patterns are out now? So check the website every day. Nonetheless, I'm going to add the links in the description box once these are out, and also once Andrea's octopus is out. And yeah, meanwhile, guys, please remember to subscribe to our channel to have you know, the chance to participate in our lovely community, to be part of the Hobby family. And don't forget to also check out all the links I added in the description box. And yeah, for those of you who are still watching, thank you so much for being here with me today. Remember, we have the second giveaway coming up, and you still have a chance to win adorable yarn. And let's see. Next, okay, up next in Hobby Live. So I know that now it's summer and it's summer vacation a lot, and we have a little bit more time to do things. Actually, the next episode, that's going to be on the 25th of July. Are we in July? We are in July, right? Yes, we are in July. The 25th of July, I have an episode prepared for you on how to take care of your knits, your crochets, your shawls, your sweaters, everything. I think it's time for us to maybe wash them or brush them or take care of them. So join me for some really good tips and tricks on how to take care of our garments. And not only, and also like some good inspiration, some new yarns, some good fun, maybe also another interview. We don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. And meanwhile, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. It's been a fun hour and a half now. Wow, we really stretched that out, right? And yeah, I will see you guys on the 25th of July, 1 p.m. Eastern time, just as usual. And up until then, take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.